Yep, guys, you're welcome to Ronnieflip Tutorials once more again. Today we're going to be looking at how to go about with ports, how to discover services that are running on your ports, how to know which ports are running and could infect your system, could let could give access to other people, to other computers, to your system, or other malicious people can get through those ports to reach your system. We want to know what is port enumeration mostly, and what is this port world. So first, I'm just going to be using nmap. For those of you who don't have nmap, you can download it. It's a free software. It's a free shareware for both Windows and the Linux platform. So first of all, I'm going to get a victim. So right here, I'm just using to give a disclaimer is that please, all this is used for education purposes. If you use it illegally, you'll be penalized for it. Having known that, let's go ahead with my 168.1.2/Ronnieflip. Bang, I've fallen to my side, and I think I have a very wonderful client right here. Remember, this is used for education purposes. If you hit onto something wrong and people find you, they get to find you out. Don't call me to bail you out. So first, I start writing my nmap minus ace. I'm just going to explain this in a minute. So what does minus s mean? First of all, what I will require of you is that you get some good knowledge about TCP and how TCP IP works. There is what we call synchronization, there is what we call an ANC, and lots of other stuff. So right here, this S represents for synchronization. So it's what actually it's saying right here is that nmap, make an nmap scan of all synchronization ports, all synchronizing ports at the victim 72.34.52.210. So when you hit enter, it takes a little while, and then bang, right? So we have my I don't know even how to say this. We have services right here, we have the state of the ports, and we have the ports define themselves. Look at this FTP port at 22, 21, 22, it's open and it's SSH. We have SMTP at 25, we have RSFTP at 26. All of these ports are open. Look at our SMTPs, it's also open. MySQL is also open. So we see that this system can be easily compromised, because all of these ports can be reversed, and we can get a reverse connection through them, or we could just find some vulnerabilities that are lying inside the ports. So what we have made is just a scene scan. So what most people have wondered much about nmap is that nmap has different ways to deal with ports and getting information, because there are some ports that can even give you information about the system. So if we are to go just right here and just type in the exact thing that we type in quite a similar thing, but it could give us amazing results that will blow us up, and it opens up a lot of possibilities and a lot of information for us. Let's just modify the very first scan that we did. So instead of a scene scan, I'm just going to say, please can you search, right? Can you search all service, as in all services available on that system? So we make what NIP knows as a service version detection, right? We make a service version detection. First way. Oh, this has to be lowercase s, and then service detection, and then minus PO. This has to be in a uppercase. Minus PO. What minus PO says actually means is that don't ping just make a scan but don't ping, because when you ping it makes a lot of noise and intrusion detections can have problems with your traffic that you're generating. So -PO just cancels out all kinds of pinging. So we enter and then it takes a little while. Tap 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 tap. Right, then here we are, and we have, wow, this is now amazing. You see, if we can to compare like the different kinds of scans that we had, like this was our first scan, it just gave us only this information. But now take a look at the second scan. It shows you really quite other things that were not even supposed to be seen. Say for example, here we ended on services. We have now pure FTPD. We know the kind of version of the FTP. We can find out the exact exploit for that FTP. So we have SSH. We can find out the exact exploit for this service, and the themes. We can find out all of this. Look at this. This is a Linux SNMP multiplexer. We have Apache, it's running. We have MySQL, and this is the version. So we see that we have a lot of things that we can get hold of. And as we see here, it shows us that our host is actually running on Linux. Our host is powered by Linux. So if you are anyhow good with any Linux distro, or you have any Linux distro, like for example I have here Backtrack, I can get into my Backtrack and I find a way of how to manipulate with these different services. I can keep on I can make things like make more scanning. I can just start making penetration tests on it. Like for example, I can use fast track, which is a very amazing thing, right? So there are lots of them. It will be another tutorial to show you how to do that, but it's kind of a thing. Come on. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed and liked this tutorial. If you really wish for more tutorials, please subscribe, rate and comment on my tutorials.